Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video might suggest, this is another one of those videos on what's become kind of one of my pet peeves over the past few years, this notion that we're battling COVID infections or something of this nature. Thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, UK Pound on the Crest of a Wave Again. I'm going to quote a small excerpt here. The thrust of that article goes in a very different direction. I urge those who are watching this video to go check out that article for yourself in detail. A lot of good info in there. Quoting directly, the baht, meantime, has suffered from war in Ukraine, which has pushed up the price of imports, only slightly compensated by a rise in Thai exports. Moreover, Thailand is still battling COVID infections. Yeah, no, they're not. You know, and this whole battling, I've never liked this use throughout this whole thing of like wartime vocabulary. You know, we're at war with this, or we're battling this, or whatever. Stop. Meanwhile, saying that we're battling COVID infections is like saying at this point, especially where this thing has become endemic, that's like saying we're battling a cold. Yeah, Thailand's always going to be battling colds, flus, minor diseases, or major diseases. There's always going to be disease in the world. I think the thing that most baffled me and annoyed me throughout the 3 years of this whole thing was this notion that somehow disease had never existed before this and we had to do all this crazy stuff, including shutting down our economy for 2.5 years here in Thailand, basically on the premise that disease existed. That was basically the premise of it. And I did tons of videos on this, why the restrictions didn't make any legal sense from a proximate cause standpoint. I talked about this stuff at length. Long story short, let's stop. Let's just stop talking about this way. It's not useful. This hyperbole doesn't help anything. It's not doing anything to help the cause, if you will, of eradicating this, which is probably not possible. It's my understanding at this point this thing's out, and it just is what it is. We're going to be dealing with it forever, like we deal with colds and flus and every other darn thing. So, you know, to talk about this in this hyperbolic vernacular and to go around and talk about, oh, the currency's having trouble because of COVID. Come on. This isn't 2020. This isn't March 2020 where we didn't know what was going on. We know what's going on now, and what we know is Thailand needs to get on with it. We need to get on moving down the road. And the best thing that could happen for the Thai baht, for the currency, and for the economy generally is everybody gets back to work, everybody gets back to making their living, and not sitting around being terrified of something that, quite honestly, probably is not worth that level of terror.